max length, we're going to write a method named maxLength. And it takes a set of strings as its parameter and returns the length of the longest string in the set. So we're return type of int, let's make a new variable here, int length, or we'll just do int longest. We'll set it equal to 0. We're eventually going to want to return longest as well. If our method is past an empty list, it should return 0. And this is going to be okay, we don't need to make a special condition for this because we're going to have a loop. And if it is 0, it won't even enter the loop, and it will just return the longest as 0. To go through a set, remember, a set is hashed together. So we're going to have to use an iterator. So this is going through, we'll do iterator, we'll call this an integer, and then it'll be it1, and we'll set it equal to a new, or actually s1.iterator. I keep forgetting that sets have an iterator method inside of it. So we can access that iterator method and set it equal to this iterator. So that's going to be going through it. Now, to actually compare, or not compare, but we want to find the longest string inside of here. First off, we should change that to string because it's a string type and we're iterating through a string. You can't have two different variables when you're setting this equal. You can't set a string equal to an integer, so you have to have a string equal to a string. So finding the long string, we'll do a while loop, and we'll run this as long as it1.hasNext. And we're going to now check inside of here. We are going to check if our current value is greater than the length of this. So we're grabbing length here. So I think we might have to use the current value more than once, and if we do, we can't just use a single hasNext, otherwise it'll immediately skip it to the next position. So we're going to store this inside of a string. We'll do string, and we'll do temp, because it's a temporary holder, and we'll set it equal to it1.next, and that's going to get us the next value. Now inside of here is where we want to compare. So if we're trying to get the longest string. So if our current longest is less than our temp.length, we are just going to want to set our longest equal to our new temp.length. And that's going to reset the size. And it's going to continuously do this until we're out of our iterator, and then we're just going to return the longest. And so we'll submit this, run our test, pass 3 out of 3, and that's how you would do this 11.8 max length.